Hallo YouTube, heute mal mit einer deutschen Ansprache für all meine deutschen Verfolger und Kunden. Und jetzt spreche ich mal wieder in Englisch. Hello YouTube, that was a short intro in German for all my German followers, customers, friends, and who else speaks German. Today I have something new from Banggood, and it is this mini table saw, miniature table saw. And I have seen this before, and I wanted something to be able to cut PCBs, such as this PCB. It is, you can read it here, it's a Nixie clock, and this was sent to me in my Nixie care package from dear Peter. Thank you very much, Peter, again. I'm still overwhelmed with all the Nixie tubes, and I'm working on the kitchen timer, and it's just too many projects going on. So anyway, thanks again. So as you can see, this is actually two PCBs. This is the display board and then the main board, and it looks like that the main board gets soldered onto here. So this you would normally cut here, and the PCBs are very tough, and to get a straight cut you need really something like this to be able to cut it. I was actually going to cut it while filming this or making the video, but it's past 3 o'clock in the night, and I don't want to wake up my wife and her grandfather, although he wouldn't probably not hear it because he's a little bit hard on hearing. But my wife, I don't want to wake her up, so I had it already adjusted to cut it right in between the two lines here, but I won't do it. I might make another video tomorrow, but I wanted to get this video out because there's a big sale going on Banggood, and they sent me like a ton of links, which I will put in the description of the video. Please do check them out. You might find something that you like. So before I go into the saw, because I'm gonna take it apart, I'm gonna show you what it comes with. It comes in a big sturdy box with nice foam inserted in foam, so it's really you will not get it damaged, that's for sure. It does come with this short explanation for the installation instructions. You can pause the video to read it if you like. I will show this on the video here. And this is they do come in different versions. The difference is I did order the version with the extra blades and the drill head. Oh, the drill head, where's the drill head? Oh, it's on here. The drill head and the polishing wheel. And here they do explain or tell you what the blades are cut for, or what they do cut. And I did install the tungsten steel saw blade, and boy is there a weight difference between tungsten and steel. It's like 3 times as heavy. I didn't know. I was surprised about the weight difference. Anyway, those will be, or that will be suitable to cut PCB boards. So that's the only description. I mean, you have one on-off switch. You don't need to be a rocket scientist. So it does come with these different blades, nicely written in Chinese. I would read it to you, but you wouldn't understand it, neither do I. But they do have the markings on the blades as to what they are. You can see it. This is HSS and the size and the dimension of it. So I have the one with the 6 blades, and actually it's only 1, 2, 3, 4 blades. Where did I get the number 6 from? And some how you call these, to grind, I mean not grind, oh, you know what I mean, right? So you can polish or sand something down. Oh man, sometimes I don't know what I'm talking. It does also come with this hose that you can plug in to the back here to extract the dust that you're cutting. And it does come with this adjustable power supply. I had the same supply with the belt sander, with the mini belt sander that I received from Banggood as well. And I did make a review of this, and I love this little guy. And keep in mind, this is solid aluminum, and there are some folded steel ones out there that are a bit cheaper, but if you want something in quality, this is the one to get. And I did print this 3D cover here for the motor because it had the shaft sticking out here, and I think I shared this on my Thingiverse account. Anyway, I love this guy, so right now I will use the one that came with this one. It's the same power supply. So the saw does come with a power supply and does come with the different plugs for European Union and for the US. Not sure about UK. So that's that. And oh, it also does come with some Allen wrenches, or the Allen wrenches, and the tightening tool for the drill head. And I had this printed, actually designed and print this for the belt sander. And funny thing is, it uses exactly the same where's my brain today? On a side note, we had a dear friend pass away yesterday. 24 old lady, young girl, pregnant 6 months, and she died of COVID-19. So please guys, stay safe, and if you think it's a hoax, it's not, okay? Our neighbor's father passed away 2 days before. She passed away yesterday. We were on her funeral today. 24, oh, again man, I'm sorry. 24 years, I didn't want to say this, but I'm obviously a little bit distracted, and but I have to make this video because of the deadline. And anyway, she was 24 years old and 6 months pregnant, and she passed away, and she leaves behind a husband and a 9-year-old boy. So anyway, sorry about that. I know I should not mix private with well, it's this business, this is hobby, I don't know, this is how I make my living, but I'm only human. And she came to our house last week, and then she fell sick. Anyway, so I had this printed for my belt sander, and the tools are exactly the same, almost the same, except that the belt sander doesn't have that drill head chuck, I think it's called, I'm not sure. So anyway, this works for that. I will link this in the description as well, if I don't forget it. If I do, please remind me. If you want it, I send you the STL file. If you want it, I print it for you and send it to you free of charge, okay? So anyway, as you might know, I am picky, and people love and hate me for it. But even if it comes to tools, I remember my dad telling me, if you're gonna buy a tool, buy it once, but buy it good. So don't buy cheap tools, you just buy it twice or three times. Get something solid, and you will hear how good this saw is. If you know a little bit about machines, you will hear it. I will turn it on real quick. Anyway, you have these adjustable. I'm not gonna change it because I adjusted it for the PCB already. It has this angle. I don't know how you call this, really, I don't know, but you can adjust the angle. You can adjust it to anything between positive and negative 90 degrees. It is normally, you can't lift it like this on more expensive machines, but here it's just put in here, but it has no wiggle room. It's not going anywhere left or right, only forward or backwards. Let me just real quick turn it on. Where's the on this side? And I'm running it only with 12 volts right now because, as I said, it's at night and I don't want to wake up somebody, my wife. Anyway, listen to this. This is how a saw should sound like, and you will see the internals right now. So let me lower the camera a little bit here. There are different versions of this saw. This one has a adjustable blade height, and you can see it by these two screws and one hole to adjust it in the height of this of the blade, which I want to make also use some wood on this and make some channels by adjusting it lower than the height of the wood and whatnot. But I will probably make videos about that. So let me take this apart real quick. It's gonna fall. It does come with these, but let me, if I have the right size, I'm not sure. Let me do it with this. It's too big. I'm not doing it with that. So I will of course put a link in the description. I don't have to say that, but and you can, I'll show you on the video. This is solid aluminum. And you don't have to do this all the time, of course, only if you want to change the saw blade, and if you want to, oh, that's bigger. First, when you get it, the drill head is not attached, so if you want to use that, you have to take this off. So it is these 4 and the 2, and then it comes off, as you see. So now I'm gonna try to show you this up close. So it is thick aluminum. It's beautifully machined, no sharp corners, no sharp edges, beveled screw holes so they won't stick out. And here it says up down for the height adjustment, and these are laser etched into the aluminum plate. And that's probably so you won't, I didn't screw it down yet here on the bottom here, so it's a little bit protection. Always use your safety glasses. I don't think you need a hearing protection, it's not that loud. So I put this aside. I'm half crouched about the camera, so my back hurts as well. So this is the internal. I'm I'm sorry about the shaking, and here you see how the saw blade is attached, and this is the block, and this is the screw for the adjustment of the height, and this is the motor. It's a RS775 size, 24 volts, 10 amps. Here it says, okay, it is 9500 RPM, but you have a 2-to-1 ratio belt here. It's a nice thick belt, and then you have the final rate of RPM is 4700, 24 volts, 96 watts, and obviously it wants you to not touch it with your finger while it is running. So I'm gonna adjust the camera again. Here, what's this warning? No, turn off electricity when changing the blade. Yeah, that should be a given. This is the power input. Here on the back you have the hole for the dust extraction and a sticker, quality sticker, and this is the head. And this is solid metal, and you can see how well it is worked on. It is machined, it is bent here for the corners, and it is really beautiful. I wasn't expecting it to be this good. So again, solid aluminum plates here. Actually that's steel, it's not aluminum. This part is steel, the block is aluminum, and if you want to have that attachment, you just take these grub screws or set screws, loosen this, and then you can take it off or put it on. And I was gonna say, here's for the dust extraction. I thought you might get some dust out of here, but you won't, because if you look in here, this is a separate chamber where the blade runs, and then you have the dust extraction here. So well thought, I would say. And this is it. You can see the on-off switch. It has some shrink wrap here, even though it's only 12 volt or up to 24 volts. And it is very, very beautifully crafted. You have nice thick wires going to the motor and nothing flimsy. And this is just really a rock solid build. You can, you hear it. It's nothing flimsy. It's flexing a little bit, but it is a solid build. It is really, really a nice table saw, and I'm glad that I don't have to buy it, that I get it for review, and I'm able to keep it. Of course, I don't have to send it back. And I do appreciate everybody who uses my affiliate links. I do get a small percentage, and it just helps me to keep or to feed my family and put food on the table. This is my job, guys. This is what I do with the electronics. In the back you can see I have something new, and that's this guy. Over here you see this is a Woo meter, that's for music, but this is actually a dB meter. And I have a dear customer actually bought this. He bought a bunch of stuff, and if you do remember the Mission Impossible movies with Tom Cruise, he had something like this on his wrist when he went down with the rope to go. If you know the movie, you will know what I mean. So anyway, he wasn't supposed to make any sound because if the alarm would go off, and he had something like this on his wrist. So anyway, I just saw that 2 of my items here went out on battery. I didn't charge it, but yes, so this is the table saw from Banggood, and I will surely make a video when I cut the PCB with the tungsten blade. And yes, this is it. Again, thank you for your support. Every little bit helps. And guys, girls, I don't know if any ladies are watching my videos, probably not, but please stay safe, protect yourself and your family. And my wife and I and her grandfather that lives with us, we had COVID as well earlier this year, and I never felt something like that. I never was sick in my whole life. I never went to the hospital, never broke any bones, no nothing. But COVID had me strapped to the bed for 3 days straight, and I wouldn't be able to lift this thing up. I had no strength whatsoever. But we survived. Unfortunately, the young lady did not. So please stay safe, guys, and take care, and I talk to you on the next one. Bye.